What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Steve Kilbey Show, where I'm making up for lost time. Obviously, the move slowed me down, but I'm back. I'm feeling good. Definitely better than the last video, which was me finding my footing again. And so here we are. We're back. You know, didn't do my hair. Doesn't matter. Wearing my Public Enemy shirt today. Last time was Elton John. I outgrew my only church shirt, so it'll be time to pick up a new church shirt during the tour. The upcoming U.S. tour starts in June. Just a good reminder to everybody, anybody who's in the States or anybody who's close to the States or anybody who's traveling to the States this summer, get your tickets now because I've got a couple shows locked down. Yep, 2 shows locked down for sure, and I'm very excited. It's going to be a great tour. Definitely going to be great. Maybe I should get a shirt made with Steve's face on it or something like that. Ooh, a variation of Steve through the years, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, Steve is not in Public Enemy. Steve is not part of Elton John. They're both great groups and singers. Just happen to, I don't know, be wearing my band shirts, I guess. So let's just jump right into this, right? Let's spin this wheel. We're kind of touching on 2024, as I said, which is a step from 2025, which is what we started with. And then we'll be branching out to random years after that. And we're doing... that's right on the line. So we could spin again. We could do Kilbey Kennedy, but I covered the box set, so I don't think we technically have a Kilbey Kennedy. Should I do random or spin again? Let's spin again. Just in case we get something different than random. Let's just try. Why not? Double spin. And look at that. It's meant to be, I guess. Random. So 2024 random. Well, we have a couple options. Let's talk about this one. 2024 saw, last time we talked about a compilation, a collection of a couple of Hex albums, the only 2 Hex albums that came out. Today we'll talk about another compilation, which is Steve Kilbey. This is a great fucking picture, if I can say so myself. And here he is again. If I can say so myself, as if I took this photo of him. I just love it. I love what he's doing. He looks handsome as hell. This handsome devil in the suit. I'd be buying whatever this guy's selling if he was walking down the street. And then I love this photo of him there. So good. So yeah, so this is a compilation. Came out in 2024 from everybody's best friend at Easy Action in the UK again. Steve Kilbey. A little dual color CD there, disc, and then of course the wonderful insert which has the booklet has some great photos. It's also got all the information about where these, 1 hand up, 2 hands up. You got it, Steve. And it's got track listings, right? Where all the tracks are from, what years, and so on and so forth. Listen, Easy Action is doing a great job. They're doing good by the fans of Steve Kilbey. They're releasing quite a bit of stuff and a lot of really good quality stuff at that. So this is a really good collection. And if for some reason you're watching these videos and you don't really know who Steve Kilbey is, this is a great place to start because it really does kind of touch upon all of his solo stuff, or a good range of his solo stuff throughout his career. Doesn't jump into any church stuff, right? There's obviously greatest hits and compilations of church stuff you can pick up for that. Steve Kilbey, though, this is a great collection of his solo stuff. I was thinking about this the other day when I was listening to this again. I think I will make my own compilation of my favorite Steve Kilbey. Sorry if there's a screaming child outside playing. That's something that's new in this place. That screaming child. At any rate, I'll definitely make my own, I think, version of a Steve Kilbey compilation of his solo stuff. Maybe it'll be a 2-disc set because there's just so much of it. But I really feel like they did a good job here. 20 songs. It's not short. It's not long. It's kind of like a perfect amount. A lot of great songs on here. So yeah, it came out in 2024. I want to set that down because everybody's favorite project here, my drawing skills. I went ahead and I put together this little map on this Combination Plumbing. If you're looking for plumbing in Mesa, Arizona, don't look to Combination Plumbing anymore. They are now retired. But here we go. Bespoke Wheels and Winged Heels. Sorry, I should have said that early on. That's the title of this. Bespoke Wheels and Winged Heels is a great title for this compilation. Winged is reminding me of something. Winged, like in the Old West, I feel like you get shot with a 6-gun and a 6-shooter, and they would say they winged you. I don't know why winged heels is making me think about that. So I put together this little chart here, which you can't really see. I should have backed it up more. Sorry about that. This is probably better for you. I'll just leave it up here for 1 second. So you can kind of get the journey of where these songs are from, what albums they're from, so on and so forth. So, if you're starting up here on the beginning, I guess. What did I do here? I don't even know what I did here. Oh, I did it by year, not in track order, right? So if you're starting at the very beginning, 1986, his first solo record is track 12, Forgetfulness, on here, which is a very good song. Going into 87, you've got a song from Unearthed, a great album, and that's track 15 here, A Love Letter from Sydney, which is excellent. Going into the Slow Crack, which came out in 1989, you got Transaction. And, we're obviously going to really deep dive into these albums as we get to them, but we're just going to kind of touch upon it since it's a compilation. 89 goes into 90, where you've got a Jack Frost song, Providence, which is excellent. Everybody should know that song. We talked about the Jack Frost compilation, that Easy Action, right? They also put out, and it's excellent. Definitely pick that up on vinyl or CD if you haven't, or stream it at your local streaming service. 1990 also saw Remindlessness, which I touched upon in the Hex album review, because Remindlessness came out the same year as Vast Halos, Hex's second record, just to kind of paint the picture. I do have, by the way, a goal of, at some point during this project, I'm definitely going to be putting together an overall map that's going to chart where all this stuff sort of lies. I just haven't had a second to do it because I've just been so busy, but I think to me it's interesting to kind of, in a better way than this shit, sort of chart out where all this stuff sort of lies. I think it's just helpful to keep in mind, where it lies in his discography, because there's so much of it. It just kind of stresses how prolific he is and just how incredible that really is. Anyway, from 1990's Remindlessness into 1991, Narcosis, which is a song called Limbo, which is very good. 1996, then we jump ahead to For Snow Job, Aviatrix, that's another Jack Frost album, of course. And then we jump all the way to 2002, is how you probably should say that, from the album Dabble, Keeper, which is a very good song. Painkiller is up next, which is the second song on this compilation, and that's called Wolf. Quick note about Painkiller, when I'm trying to pick some of this stuff up over the years, I've noticed recently Painkiller was one that I didn't have. For some reason, I hadn't had it. And it's strange, but also kind of amusing to me and Will, whose channel hosts these great videos we're doing. Painkiller, strangely enough, seems to be the cheapest Steve Kilbey CD. If you're based in the States, at least, and you're looking to get started on some Steve Kilbey solo records and you have none, and you're like, I want to buy some physical copies of this stuff, Painkiller is going to be the cheapest one for you, and it's very, very affordable. So Painkiller, boom, right there, 2008. I keep wanting to say that incorrectly. And then 2012, we've got Garage Sutra with this song, Nineveh. I probably should have listened to this song again, because maybe he says it in there, and I just don't know. I'm not really sure. Nineveh. That's what I'm going to go with that. Somebody will correct me. 2013, we had The Idolist and Shot Through with Change. Then 2013 as well, you've got a Kilbey Kennedy collaboration. You Are Everything is that album, and the song Lorelei from that. 2014, Whispers in the Static, which is very good. 2016, you've got the first Speed of Stars album and Heliotropic from that. 2020, a year we all wish we could forget. 11 Women came out, and that's the first song on this, which is Woman number 9. And 11 Women is a very good album. And the same year, 2020, he had songs from Another Life come out, and the song Nero from that is on here. 2021, Hall of Counterfeits, great. Love Song Yet to be Renamed, yep. From 2021's Hall of Counterfeits is here. 2021 also, Jupiter 13, of course, a favorite of mine. With Kilbey Kennedy connection happening. Speaking of Kilbey Kennedy, they got a new album coming out this year. Get excited. So now there's going to, at the very least, be a Kilbey Kennedy CD and The Church. Both are going to be releasing new things. Kilbey Kennedy, I think, is out in May, if I am not mistaken. I pre-ordered my copy. You can do the same, direct through him, through his Bandcamp, through Kilbey Kennedy's Bandcamp, probably through Kilbey Kennedy's website. I'm very fucking excited because I'm slowly realizing that the Kilbey Kennedy connection is, it's the modern day Lennon McCartney. I don't know, is that sacrilege to say? Speaking very I'm struggling today, but it's better than last time. Anyway, Jupiter 13, 2022, we jump to Strange Life of Persephone Nimbus, of course, When the Time Runs Out. And then 2023-24, we've got track 4 on here, Desert Ships, which is from this, is it from Desert Ships? Is it on this? I think Desert Ships it's new to this, but maybe it was from the Road to Tivabora, an unreleased track. Anyway, sloppily done here, as you can see, but in case you want to take a screenshot of this beauty, I'll try to get my hands out of the way there. At any rate, it really does touch upon kind of everything from his career. I think there's actually maybe a colored vinyl of this that looks pretty beautiful that I'm kind of tempted to get because it is a really nice collection of all his stuff. This is really good. Bespoke wheels and winged heels. It's a tongue twister. Try to say it 5 times fast if you can. I really like this. 2024 was, again, a couple compilations. We had that Hex one from last time, and now this, which is a very, very good collection of Steve Kilbey's stuff. Again, I'll see you soon. Maybe less rambling. We'll get to it soon.